exactly do your home choices say about you? Today we're going to talk about all 6 of the homes that I've owned in my lifetime thus far. The differences and the choices and all the things. Hey friends, it's Paula Tisch, your favorite Huntsville realtor. Follow me on all the socials, Atlas with Paula, and like and follow on my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. So way back in 1988, Big John and I got married, and we purchased our first home in Highland Park in St. Paul, Minnesota. It was a 1.5 story, 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom house, probably about 1,600 square feet with a basement. It was built in 1923. The house was very, very smoky and gross. Every single window, the curtains were drawn like tight with blackout curtains. It had cat pee carpet that was that sculptured stuff, which is actually kind of coming back in, but at the time, not so much. And I turned and looked at John and said, I love it, this is the house. And he thought, who is this crazy person that I married? The thing is that every time we purchased a home, the driving point was trying to get as much space as we could for what we could afford, because we had a lot of kids. By the time we moved to Wisconsin, we had 3 kids and we needed enough space for them. So we purchased a little Rambler. It was a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom Rambler with full basement. It was tiny, but it had a big yard and it was across the street from a park. About a month after we closed on that house, John got transferred to Oklahoma. And there we bought 4 bedrooms. 1,800 square feet, open floor plan, had the big arched windows, it was brick, teeny tiny little yard. This was in about 1993. This was our favorite neighborhood that we lived in. This was the kind of neighborhood where everybody sat outside on their driveways around the fire pit and had adult beverages and chatted until 2 in the morning. But eventually we decided to move back to Minnesota because that's where our family was, that's where our grandparents were. Now let me just say, pause for a second. When we left Oklahoma, we were talking about buying a 3,500 square foot house on 5 acres because we could afford it and we thought that'd be the perfect place to raise our kids, right? Well, then John gets this new job in Minnesota. What we can afford there is a 1,300 square foot house with 3 bedrooms. It was nothing like what we thought we were gonna get in Oklahoma, but we made do. We opened up the kitchen, made this big open space, gorgeous kitchen, hickory cabinets, all the things, concrete countertops at the time, that was all the rage. It was wonderful. And the day they delivered our cabinets, that was the day John came home and said that his company was moving him to Wisconsin. Yeah, not great. This time we went to the Lake Geneva area, right on the border between Wisconsin and Illinois. We only took 2 of our kids with us because one was in college and the other was in the Navy. So we bought a house that I never saw. John picked it out. He said, honey, this is what we can afford. This is what we're getting. This is all that's available here. And I said, okay. And he said, you're gonna have so much fun decorating it. And honestly, at the time I was blogging and it was a joy. Right when I finished it and it looked fabulous, guess what happened? John took another job, this time in Huntsville. So we came here and we rented for a while until we bought our condo because gosh, we were so done with projects. Done. Poor John, if he had to remodel another kitchen, he'd probably lose his mind. So we bought a condo. It's all done. There's nothing to fuss with. It's wonderful. And now we're living our life. But the thing is, and what I want you to take away from this video is that there are different seasons in your life and you're gonna need different things in your home. So it's important when you're looking to consider all those things. It's okay if what suits you one year does not suit you 12 years later or 5 years later or whatever the case may be, because there's lots of houses out there and they're all different and they all have different things that make them interesting and special. And at the end of the day, you're gonna make it home. And I want you to love where you live.